The car, a symbol of freedom, status and convenience. If I tell you that some inner city neighborhoods in Amsterdam spend roughly 10% of their public space to parking, would you then believe it? People would rejoice seeing a car parked in their streets. However, literature has shown that cars stand still around 95% of the time. They occupy space that could have been used for benches, playgrounds, green space or other amenities that improve the public space. Moreover, cars harm the public health by emitting large amounts of CO2. The car offers freedom. However, the freedom it offers is at the cost of people that do not own a car. This is why we see it as spatial injustice. This and many other reasons is why Amsterdam is transitioning towards the low-car city. So, this is where our Living Lab process starts. We took a look at what the mobility system entails and why people take one mode of transport over the other. We ended up with a few mobility knobs, which you could turn to increase or decrease the comfort or efficiency of a specific mode of transport. For instance, if you increase the comfort and efficiency of the public transport system, the usage of this public transport system also increases. Subsequently, if you decrease the efficiency and comfort of the car use, then car usage will also decrease. With this in mind, we started a long list of interviews. These interviews, data analyses and a lot of desk research gave us a good glimpse of what PNR offers and what problems and challenges it faces.
Even though the name may differ, park and ride, park and rail, or in Dutch parkeren en reizen, and sometimes even transferium, the premise stays the same. If you park your car at a PNR location and continue your journey with public transportation, you can park with a discount. You can use a PNR in two ways. If you spend the majority of your journey in the car and park close to the city, we consider it to be a destination PNR. Or if you park your car at the starting point and spend the rest of the journey by public transportation, we consider it to be an origin PNR. Nonetheless, if we look at the current situations and the concept of PNR, we can identify three main challenges. First of all, there's a lack of uniformity. PNR locations are owned by different owners, such as the NS or the local municipality, and they all function differently. Let's take the payment system. Sometimes you have to pay with your LV chip card, and sometimes you have to pay with your debit or credit card. But also, the rates can differ, the discount can differ, or the time slot that you get the discount can differ. This can cause confusion and can detract the expectation management of the user, and it can even lead to not even using a PNR at all. Another problem is that there's no general overview of the information on all PNRs. The exploiters show their own locations and information on their own platforms, but there's no website or app that shows all PNRs. This way, users might not know the existence of their most convenient PNR for their journey. And moreover, if you're not familiar with the system, an app can provide information on the usage of it. Lastly, if big cities like Amsterdam and Utrecht shift towards low-car cities, the surrounding areas, or corridors how we call them, will have to deal with a waterbed effect. Cars that, for instance, can't enter Amsterdam anymore will deflect to these surrounding areas as a destination PNR, meaning that their villages and areas surrounding the stations will encounter extra pressure. If the larger cities don't work together with the municipalities in between, the parking problems will just be pushed out. Also, there is some collaboration between municipalities and within the metropolitan region of Amsterdam, but this is lacking beyond provincial borders. However, given the short distances between large cities such as Utrecht and Amsterdam, we believe that a corridor policy across provincial borders are essential to minimize the waterbed effect.
In order to solve the three challenges, we've created two products. Firstly, our product wants to create a clear structure and overview to nudge the usage of PNRs through several typologies and an information system. Through a validation process, we've defined why different users use or do not use PNRs and want to provide them with the right information. Another part of our product is that we recommend a fare system, where travelers get rewarded if they use the cars less. The second product consists of recommendations for policymakers and all other professional stakeholders to create more uniformity in PNR. We do this by proposing three keystones. 1. A uniform fare system so that the payment system is optimized and origin PNRs are encouraged, as the parking fare is dependent on how far you park from the city center. 2. We created typologies of PNR, making a distinction from small to large PNR to ensure a smooth experience. 3. We created a multi-criteria analysis to distribute the costs and benefits for smaller municipalities between the bigger cities. To reflect on our research, the first thing that comes to mind is the intricacy of the mobility system. Our overall goal is achieving the low-car city, and our product wants to keep cars out of the city. But will it diminish overall car usage? If we make origin PNRs more accessible to car users, will the people who use the bike now not travel with their car? These are questions that come to mind. We do feel, however, that with the app prioritizing the most sustainable mode first, we can reduce this effect. We hope that our product nudges people to leave their car outside of the city center. And even though this is only a small piece of the puzzle, we hope that this kickstarts the transition to a low-car city.